Hanging fellas, I'm OrosZ. This is another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havok, and in today's episode, we're proving that Toko is not the one who killed Sakura. I think last episode we tried to prove that Hiro's not the one who did it.
Then what's the deal?
Now we're proving that it's not Toko.
Well, are you still convinced?
Because everybody wants to be known as the killer of the strongest character in the game, I guess.
But...
So they're all confessing to have killed her.
The biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
That's true.
Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
That's what I just thought.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
Well, the thing is, when we went into the rec room, the locker is behind Sakura, so we would have noticed Toko coming out of the locker.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Me neither. The locker was... I was in the locker. Saw it.
Even before we opened the
sawed
door
it in
to the
half.
rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
And I
at
paid
that
close
point,
attention to the
The
locker.
locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
So maybe she snuck out and like said stand next to the door, and when we kicked open the door she just hid behind it. And then she just pretended like she walked in.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
What, are you gonna confess
But
to
if
have killed her?
Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
She got shot in the head now?
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
The poison.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Yakin's the only one, other than me, who checked the fucking chem room. With all the poisons and shit. She had yellow powder on her shoes, and we even drew a fucking shitty-ass little picture of the chemical lab. Could we really be missing something so important that I had to literally fucking make a drawing of it? There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's poison. Like the metal band Poison. Pretty good. Yellow powder. Will it come fucking play finally? Oh,
What
Junko,
was it
I
that
miss her.
killed Ogre? If it wasn't from
Never got to
Genocide
hang out
Jill's
with her.
attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Not the yellow powder? Okay.
Shoot!
Out of luck,
What was
something
it that
to do
killed
with it.
Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
Monokuma
There's
file.
no other possible cause.
Monokuma file says
What
because she
killed
vomited
Sakura?
blood.
I can't think of anything other than the...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Whatever caused her to throw the fuck up.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood.
Why is this Let's Play so fucking long, by the way? Jesus Christ, we're like 60 episodes in. Skyrim and Danganronpa has been the only thing on my channel for like
I
past
think
half a
we can
fucking year.
assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact,
Not
there
that
was
I'm getting
even
any
a
less
trace of
views, I'm
blood
still
left
getting the
around
same
her mouth.
pathetic amount as always, but like... I'm just fucking sick of playing these games. Not Skyrim though, this game kind of pisses me off. Skyrim not much. I like Skyrim.
Well, I mean...
Could play it for 200
maybe
episodes and
when
I still
she
like
got
it.
hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Plausible
If that's all it
explanation.
was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
Looked inside their
You
mouth.
checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poison.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Hey, look, I arrived at the same conclusion that she killed herself. So there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
I just realized that when Hina's in different moods, her hair changes.
You can explain it?
See, now that she's slightly upset, her hair is all like pointy and sharp.
Of course. If you don't
But when she
mind.
was confused, her hair looked like a fucking question mark.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this
You just said
mystery was
something.
hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Me and my boyfriend Makoto have drawn a picture of it.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Yeah, fucking jackass.
Well,
You just sit in your
yeah,
room.
Good point.
What were you doing in your room? Jacking
There's a
off?
big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Chemical C9.
Is that the poison?
He has
It's
it?
not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter.
Sakura
What
did.
does matter is where I found it.
In the unit with the
Where'd you
vitamins
find it?
and other fucking
The
drugs.
shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C.
You can forget the B.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
Never mind, it's the other way
And
around.
that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
The bottle of poison Byakuya just showed us. I'm sure it was in section... section
I got
A.
it.
They switched up one of the
Poison
bottles.
was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that
Section
Section
A?
A was for supplements or whatever.
What's a section A?
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional
Okay.
additives?
Section A? Is
Yeah, so? Why?
that what it's about?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What
Switched
do
it
you
out?
mean?
That's crazy.
I
talk.
mean, this.
This. Take again the this. I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya was downing a whole bottle of Monster in one go. I provide sound effects. Couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottles of poison up to his lips, like I wish he put my lips up to his lips.
Master!
And then he poisoned himself and died just to prove the point. We were so shocked at this that what we were seeing, all we could do is stand there and watch and wait for him to die. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Alright, poison's kinda awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Oh, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
He's talking about how the poison went expired and now it either is as double strong or doesn't
I'm
work at all.
talking about the protein, of course.
Somebody switched the bottles.
Protein?
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Let's see, it's for 2. Kim C. Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of content with one finger. She touched her finger with her
This
tongue.
is-
That was hot as fuck.
It's protein powder.
How do you know? You doing protein too? Is everybody here on protein but me?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder.
I don't know about the harmless
Which
part.
makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Uh-oh. Who the fuck switched out the content? The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that conversely the poison must have been in, could it be? I don't know. Fucking Hangman's Gambit? I don't know. Oh fucking hell, what is this? Oh shit. Protein. Right? I don't know. But protein what? I didn't even know how the fuck you spell protein until now. D. Die? No. Oh fuck, I only got half a heart. I can't fuck up too much. Protein the drink. Ah shit. Protein drink. I got it. But I got it. I hit a letter that was wrong for a second. Oh, you piece of fucking trash. Monokuma, shut the fuck up. You weren't even part of the conversation up till now. Fucking jackass. I'm not reading this. Fuck you.
Is this really the end for all of us?
I think so. Nah.
I refuse to give
Shut
up
up.
yet.
5 hearts. Yeah, okay, I get it. Shut up. It's protein drink. I just simply hit a fucking letter that was wrong by an accident. I was lucky with that P. That's what I suspect this could have been. That fucking restart pissed me off. Propane drink. Give me the N. Give me the I. Whoops, by the way. Give me double G's. Or an N. Protein drink.
Now I understand.
Somebody switched the protein drink Sakura was obsessed with.
Poison
And the bottle
must have
of
been
poison.
poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Somebody check the protein bottle and see if you die.
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
I wish Celeste was here. She probably would add nothing to the conversation again, but
So the protein was in the bottle of poison.
so what?
And the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
He just gave it to her.
Crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
And what she drank the whole bottle and didn't notice that she's drinking something different. The protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they
Monokuma
gave
bottle
her a
filled with
protein drink, right?
protein.
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
So whoever gave her the drink
You
is
know,
the murderer.
I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains.
Yeah, look where it led her to die.
So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
Yeah, that sounds kind of
But
dumb.
what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
It's like a magic potion. You heal it and all the wounds go away.
I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Whoever left those
real?
footprints at the chem
Evidence
lab.
revealing who replaced the two
Whoops, I
materials was
skipped
left in the
Hero's
chem
dialogue,
lab for
whatever.
anyone to see.
He had nothing to say anyway. He never does. The evidence that it shows is it's the fucking footprints. But the yellow powder on Sakura's shoes would indicate she killed herself. What's she planning to kill herself anyway? It's like she got 2 blows to the head and then she drank her poison anyway. But she meant to do it in a different fashion. Such as she meant to bring people over and then she would have killed herself in front of everybody. So they wouldn't have to go through a
Footprints left
trial
behind in front of the
because
shelf.
they would have just simply known that it was Sakura who killed herself. You know, like she would have been sitting in front of us, being like, look, I'm the spy, I understand. And she would like keep drinking protein and then she would reveal to us that what I just drank was a bottle of poison, I'm about to die. Footprints left whatever.
That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
But then she got blown to the head twice. And she didn't get to do it in front of everybody. so I guess she did it all by herself.
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more,
My
the
disgusting
footprints were in
finger.
front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison.
Which looks like somebody cut off my thumb and then replaced it with a different, smaller thumb.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
Terrible. They're not good at drawing hands, are they? I would fucking make this into a thumbnail. This looks like shit.
And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
Now everybody, put your feet up to my face so I can inspect. Bianca got
It
cut
was
off.
me. The footprints. They're mine.
So is Hina the killer? I don't know.
Hina?
Too many people confessed to the murder already.
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then, Ogre's killer was...
Yep.
It
I
was
did
me
it.
all along.
I killed Sakura.
See how her hair changed? She's a robot. I'd be funny if Hina revealed that she's actual convicted murderer
Just as
She's
I
a psycho.
suspected.
and not a cute little girl like Spot. Can I call any girls in this game little because I'm the smallest person here? Maybe
The
apart from
footprints
Toko.
were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Could it be that it's me and Hina? Well, Leon did, but he's dead, so...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Well, you wanted to take a look at my feet, right? Like I said, yeah, that's exactly it. These footprints must be. Makoto, are they yours? No, they cannot be. I remember your feet exactly. No? Okay, let me see your shoes. So I will confirm their size for myself and take a whiff.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one
Okay,
other
just
possibility.
confess to the fact that you are disgusting, filthy feet fetishes.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began.
Right? She's been acting kinda sus,
You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you?
right?
This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
Oh, Hina, you're a fucking bitch, aren't you?
I can't believe it.
Right? And I went on dates with her and stuff. One, I think.
What about it can't you believe?
It's all very
Well,
believable.
It's just... the two of them were so close.
That's what I've been thinking. What if Sakura killed herself? No way, that wouldn't make sense. What if Sakura allowed Hina to kill her so Hina could get out of there? But I don't think that makes much sense. Maybe Sakura asked Hina to switch to the poison. So Hina did it, so she would have been the killer. So Sakura could have saved her? But I don't know, would Sakura just really sacrifice everybody else? It's not like she hated Makoto and Kyoko.
That's likely exactly why
Sakura
it
was a good
turned out
person.
this
She would
way.
have wanted everyone to survive, not just Hina.
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
Oh, Hina, you
Hina
bitch.
used that trust to kill her.
Aren't you an awful
She
person?
deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Right? You're particularly nasty. You nasty bitch.
Hina, is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did...
Can I have an autograph? Does that mean we won't get on the second date?
why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. she asked me to bring her that protein drink.
It's good for everything.
But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
That is the perfect opportunity to murder her. Also, Hina is wearing shorts with Monokuma's logo on them, so she's definitely evil.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it!
She died.
I'm not convinced.
Speaking of hold it, I do want to play Ace Attorney at some point on this channel. I really want to get it. I don't know, this game made me want to play Ace Attorney. Kind of like visual novel solving crime and
You're
stuff.
not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
This girl, you won't even say her name anymore. Damn.
You say
the
that,
disrespect.
but I'm still not convinced.
Too many S's.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism.
But
There's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
oh yeah, Hyoko's really fixated on that, and none of us really thought about it much.
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Cause she's a filthy, really bad liar.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
I don't know.
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Well, yeah, but maybe that's not the cause of death also. Byakuya, you were the one who always, like, didn't believe. And I guess Byakuya didn't believe other people's theories on stuff. He would always question them. But this is his theory, what he convinced himself is the truth, and he has a very hard time accepting this could not be the
Are you
truth.
sure about that?
He's gonna learn some humility and that he's not always
Even
right.
ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Also, I raised my microphone volume recently a little bit. I don't know if it helps, if it's any better. I only did it by very little. Maybe it'll fucking help a
mean,
bit.
Why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint?
Right, that's the fact. And also the yellow pattern on Sakura's feet.
It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
Not to mention how many footprints were left there.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
Sakura also wears sneakers and she had yellow
You
powder on
didn't
her
notice?
shoes.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
As your maybe boyfriend, please tell me.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Look, I like to waste time. I'm playing this game for 60 episodes.
There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done
And
it.
more to go because fucking we're not done with
Go
this
ahead,
game.
Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Then I guess she must have dropped the C4 poison because that's the one that was scattered all over the floor. And then she got the C9 poison and replaced it with
And
protein.
is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
You didn't drop it like an idiot. You are an
So
idiot.
then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder. And
Should have
that's
said
where I switched
you dropped
them.
it as the idiot, as an idiot like you would, or something. I don't know.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
So you mean to tell me Byakuya just drank a whole bottle of protein? I only now realize that. It's about to go swollen.
That story you just told.
Stupid as
First you
fuck.
went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
Well, it doesn't make sense because there's no footprints leading to Section A. So somebody must have gone straight to Section A.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Well, what if she took a step to the right and then like walked around it?
Yeah.
But if that's true, then that means that it's completely implausible because look, the only footprints were around Section A, so somebody walked up to Section A and left, and there's no footprints next to Section C.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Oh
What's
my
wrong
god.
with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Why call me Big Mac? I prefer
It's
McRoyal.
the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're
Or the-
satisfied?
Grander. That's a good sandwich. Yesterday I had a fucking McDonald's and they fucking delivered the wrong one. The wrong sandwich. I asked them for a double McRoyal and they delivered only a singular one. I'll go to a fucking McDonald's, show them my receipt, and ask them for an extra fucking patty. Just like straight to my hand. Until I recover the full truth of this case. Make your argument. Source of powder, footprints in the powder. Footprints in the powder.
First I went to Section C.
No, you didn't.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
No, you didn't. Shut up. Alright. Fucked it up.
Shoot!
First I went to Section... That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
There's a lot of these
I moved from Section
fucking
C
things.
to Section A.
No, you didn't.
No, that's wrong! You said you
Shut
went
your
to get the
ass.
poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
That's right.
Yeah? What about it?
The fuck you want me to say?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein.
That's correct too. What about that?
But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
Yeah. I guess if she spilled the powder all over the fucking place and she stood in the Section C, there would have been some fucking footprints, or at least like a marking left in the Section C. So that means somebody what? Fucking got the poison, then they purposely dropped it just to spill it all over the floor? And then somebody else, I guess, must have walked up to Section A and grabbed the poison and then walked away.
That contradicts
grab
what you
the
just
protein.
said.
I don't know, it's fucking weird.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
That's a good idea.
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
Well, she said it, but who the fuck believes a killer? That's not what she said. Also, why isn't it just voice acted like it was a second ago? I was just nervous. I didn't notice I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
What do you mean left a foot? I don't know. I'm fucking
well-
confused.
You lied to us. Plain and simple.
You
If
liar.
you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are
Hands on
obvious.
fire.
The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A.
So she didn't want to grab
So
the poison.
you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
And Byakuya got pissed off.
Well,
He got pissed off not because of
you
Hina
see,
being a liar, but because his theory might not be true.
What the?
What the fuck? Have I been proven wrong? For the first time in my life?
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh, he's sworn.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
On the other hand, Kyoko's very proud of herself, but this episode's kind of over, so see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.